Welcome back, IP3. I hope you're doing great, you're staying safe, and you're staying home. Today, we are continuing our lesson number 5 for semester 2, and we're continuing talking about photo editor. So let's get right into it. So we'll have a quick review first on Gimp. So as we remember, there are 4 main different groups for editing: selection tools, paint tools, transformation tools, and others. Selection tools allow you to select an area. Paint tools allow you to freely draw or paint. Transformation tools or transform tools allow you to transfer an active layer selection or path. And other tools allow you to perform various functions, different things, such as drawing curves or adding text. We have the main menu, which is 2 of the most important ones are color and filter tab that you can use to edit a photo. Color menu helps you a lot with image adjusting. Filters are overlaid on your image as a second layer. Blur filter is useful, such as Gaussian blur, enhance sharpen, light and shadow, drop shadow, long shadow, and vignette. Map, little planet for animation and playback when working with GIFs. Open image and go to for now for new topic for today about GIMP tools is how to open images. So you go to the File tab and click Open, and so you can see it in the photo on the right, and then you click Open. And once you click Open, you can select the photo that you want. For example, it's on your desktop or wherever it is, and you select it and you click Open. For opening a file in current work plane, go to File, Open as a layer, select the photo and click Open. So you click Open as layers, and then you can select the photo that you need. Saving your file. How can you save your file? Go to File, Save, and Save As. Rename the file and select the position where you want to save it and click Save. So this is how you can save as. You just click Save As and you select where you want to download it or save it. And you select the name, of course, on the top here. You can select the name and then you just click on Save and it will be saved for you. You can choose the type of file you want to save. You can choose here any type that you need, JPEG, PNG, or any other types. Now, let's check out GIMP tools on editing a photo. So open GIMP now, explore editing pictures and creating content. So now let's take a look at GIMP. So when you have the application open, you can simply click open. And open the photo that you need. And you can basically start editing. So first, let's check out the ones we have. So we talked about so let's check out blur first. So blur and Gaussian blur. So let's see what difference it will make. So you go to filters, you go to blur, you choose Gaussian blur. You can see it blurs the photo by some point, and you can make it more, you can make it less, you can make it very less, make it a lot more until you can't even see it anymore. So you have to see what do you need. Next, we have enhance and sharpen. You can see the photo changes when I move my mouse higher. It sharpens the skin tone and the color, and you can see the difference when the radius moves up or down. There are more shadows, but when I go down, there are less shadows. So let's try to edit the photo by ourselves. For example, we can have it like this. And the amount, when it goes higher, it has this strong saturation. You can see like so bright and stronger shadows, but when we go very low, it's somehow more natural and less shadows. So we want to keep it somewhere in between, not too much, not too less. And lastly, the threshold is just the last step that you can see the shadow effect changing. And we click OK after we're done with the editing. All right. Now that you know that, let's move on to the next. Light and shadow. Light and shadow. So we go to filter, find light and shadow. And we can go through the options they have. Let's check sparkle. Let's try vignette. Vignette, you can see it will give you a radius that you can use to edit the darker part and the lighter part. So you can just try to play with these. You can see you can also select from here. just like that. Now, we can try drop shadow now. Just go to filters again. Go to light and shadow. Find drop shadow. And we can try you can see there's a shadow around it, but we don't really need that now. Next, we can try okay, drop shadow. I'll tell you something. It's useful when you have several layers. So for example, maybe we can click the selection tool here and we can just go around the person's body. We can have this, and let's say we want drop shadow now. So we have to be on this layer before we click it. We go to tools, filters, light and shadow, drop shadow. Choose the color you need. So for some reason it's not showing. Maybe it's because of the black background. So just consider the background you have. So let's just move on for the next option is long shadow. Which is, again, you go just to the filter option, to the light and shadow, and you find long shadow. Yeah, so you can try this with a picture that doesn't have black background, so it's more helpful maybe. And now also I wanted one more thing. Let's say we want to change the background color to something else. What we can do is just go to the selection tool here on the left here. And then you can start selecting all the part that you want, or you can even use this one, like to select the total. And what you can do is you can do negative this part. You don't want this. So what you can do is hold your control. Yeah, so your control button, your control key, and you just select around the picture that you don't want. So in this case, you don't want the lady to be selected. You also can hold your mouse if you want to do more freehand. Just like this. Okay, so now we have unselected the lady. Now we can put a color of choosing inside. So it really depends on what color you want. And so don't forget, for all our settings, we have this option to click on. The ones with the small arrow, you can press, and then you can choose the other option that you want. All right, and you can choose the color you want also. So I chose gradient now, and I can gradient the photo now. But before doing that, I'll give it a new layer by clicking here. Okay, and now all I need to do is just giving it a layer like this. So you can see here now my selection maybe not perfect. So her hair is not really great at the moment. But anyways, the main purpose was just to change the background for you to see how it is. You can do like this, depends how you want it. So each side that you take, it might be different. So let's do it like this for now. And you can type something in if you like. You can write anything, basically, just write some slogan, shampoo, for example. And the color, we can change it to be black. So we can see, we can change the size to be smaller. We can make it a bit bigger. Okay. So let's take a look at that. We can have her back. So this is just a very quick sample to show you what things you can do. And don't forget, you can save it by going to Save As. and choosing where you want to save, and then you just click save, and also matters what kind of file you want to save also. Yeah, so that's about it. Just for today, we just talked about some extra basic information, and we try to change some facts and some shadows and lighting on a picture, which we know we can just go to tools and we can try using different options. Let's go back to our filters. And for example, you can go to Gaussian blur, and you have to stay, it's important you stay on the main layer that you want to edit. Let's go again, go to filters, you go to Gaussian blur, and then you can blur it as you need. Or you go to filter, and go to vintage. You can choose a color. Let's choose like maybe super red. Oops. So you can move everything like this. You can make it bigger, and if we hide this layer, we can see more. So now we can see this outer layer basically. This is another option that you could do. Or if you still want that, you just keep that. Yeah, basically you have different options, so you can just try it out, and we can continue on editing photos for next week. The next, maybe next class, I mean. All right, that's about it. Thank you guys for joining our class. Hope you will have a nice weekend, a nice Christmas and New Year coming soon. I hope you will have some fun and enjoy your time during this holiday times, holiday vibes basically. So I hope you still stay safe and stay home, and we will continue editing photos in our next class. Thank you everyone. See you. Goodbye.